Black everything. We back. Thinkers Plight, big dreams, many streams. Like it, share, subscribe, it, thumbs up. Like you're hitchhiking, you know the slogans. Keep it rolling. Tavistock Institute. We halfway through. Powerful information between these lines. We're just sharing information in spurts. Do your own diligence. Don't take my word for nothing. We just waking you up if you sleep. I do not own the rights to this music. Peace to the King, Miles Davis. You know, kicking it with the King, as we do right where we left off. Chapter 4, The Doors of Perception, the CIA Psychedelic Revolution, says, quote, the political theory came completely from the Frankfurt School. Lucien Goldman, a French radical who was a visiting professor at Columbia University in 1968, was absolutely correct when he said of Herbert Marcuse in 1969 that the student movements found in his works and ultimately in his works alone, the theoretical formulation of their problems and aspirations, emphasis in original, the long hair and sandals, the free love communes, the macrobiotic foods, the liberated lifestyles had been designed at the turn of the century and thoroughly field tested by various Frankfurt School connected New Age social experiments like Ascana Commune before 1920. Even Tom Hayden's defiant "never use anyone over 30" was merely a less urbane version of Rupert Brooks' 1905 "Nobody over 30 is worth talking to." The social planners who shaped the 1960s simply relied on already available materials, taking the entire charade one step further beyond sanity and into the world of super drugs to be used for behavior tasking, a key that would eventually allow unfettered access to the human mind. End quote. No accidents. To understand the roots of this charade, Jeffrey Steinberg of Executive Intelligence Review suggests that it is necessary to go back to the immediate post-war period, quote, when there was a concerted effort launched by the Frankfurt School and the London Tavistock Institute to use the Marxist Freudian perversion of psychology and other social sciences as instruments for mass social control and brainwashing. I'll say it again. It was instituted. It was a concerted effort launched by the Frankfurt School and the London Tavistock Institute to use the Marxist Freudian perversion of psychology and other social sciences as instruments for mass social control and brainwashing. The two pillars of the assault on the American intellectual tradition were cybernetics and the drug counterculture. Drug counterculture was precisely the weapon that Frankfurt School and their fellow travelers employed over the next 50 years to create a cultural paradigm shift away from the so-called authoritarian matrix of man in the living image of God and the superiority of the Republican form of nation state over over all other forms of political organization. They transformed American culture toward an erotic, perversive matrix. Where does the matrix come from? Frankfurt School. Associated with the present political correct tyranny of tolerance for dehumanizing drug abuse, sexual perversion, and the glorification of violence. Where we at now? TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. For the Marxist Freudian revolutionaries of the Frankfurt School, the ultimate antidote to the hated Western Judeo Christian civilization was to tear that civilization down from the inside by turning out generations of necrophiliacs. They've done an excellent job. They've done an excellent job. Quote, if this statement seems harsh, consider the following. In his 1948 work on the philosophy of modern music, Frankfurt School leader Theodore Adorno argued that the purpose of modern music is to literally drive the listener insane. He justified this by asserting that modern society was a hotbed of evil, authoritarianism, and political potential fascism, and that only by first destroying civilization through the spread of all forms of cultural pessimism and perversity could liberation occur. On the role of modern music, he wrote, quote, it is not that schizophrenia is directly impressed therein, but the music imprints upon itself an attitude similar to that of the mentally ill. Mm, that's a jewel right there. A jewel. The individual brings about his own disintegration. He imagines the fulfillment of the promise through magic, but nonetheless within the realm of immediate actuality. Its concern is to dominate schizophrenic traits through the aesthetics consciousness. In doing so, it would hope to vindicate insanity as true health. Necrophilia, he added, is the ultimate expression of true health in this sick society. End quote. He says, quote, in Eric Fromm, another leading Frankfurt School figure, devoted much of his seminal 1972 work, The Anatomy of Human Destructiveness, to the analysis of necrophilia, which he pronounced to be the dominant trend in modern society. Fromm defined necrophilia as all forms of obsession with death and destruction, particularly those with intense sexual overtones. Ironically, his ostensible cure for this mass social perversion was the drug rock sex counterculture of the late 1960s. That's Eric Fromm in his 1972 work, The Anatomy of Human Destructiveness. You can do your own research. Verifiable, very verifiable evidence of this occurrence. And we're going to end it right there. Tavistock Institute, Chapter 4. Ooh, it's getting deep. Rabbit hole goes deep, y'all. Thank you for checking this out. Peace and love. To the next one. All Black Everything. Thank you, Spike. Big dreams and many streams. Go ahead and leave a message, leave a comment. Let us know what you think, baby. Appreciate you.